At least it's not raining right now. Hey, Blaine. Hey, thanks for coming in. Y'all getting any rain still down there in South Carolina, Blaine? I know it's been hit and miss. Hey, Angie. Hey, Gary. Nope. Nope, you're right on time, Gary. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Leslie, do me a favor and shoot Teresa Jackson a message. I think Dennis is at the fire department right now, but she should be home. So shoot her a message for me, if you don't mind. Have been, but clear right now. Yeah, I mean, this rain has created a mess here as far as at home, from what I've been hearing. Water in basements and everything else. I didn't have no water in my basement. It's a miracle. I don't know how. Usually I do, but I didn't. Other than that, definitely had the rain here. The news said that we've had close to 6 inches here since Monday. You know, not at one time, but a total of 6 inches or close to it since Monday. So I know everybody's sick and tired of the rain. Okay, Leslie. Yeah, thank you, Leslie. Yeah, I'm putting Leslie to work. I'll put the check in the mail, Leslie, for working for me. Blaine, I know how to get the job done. Angie says it's raining in Southern. Yeah, all that we got is headed your way, Angie. I did see that on the radar, and it's headed to where Leslie and them's at too. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Natalie. Hey, thanks for coming in. You're right, Natalie. It needs to go away. That's for sure. And Blaine says, "Yeah, that's why Larry told. Yeah, that's what Larry told me." And Gary says, "Only a trace of rain here this week." Yeah, I know what they said. Charlotte's only gotten like 2 inches all week, so they'll be hollering drought here before long. And I'll be wanting to go down there and, you know, pop them in the mouth or whatever, because we dang sure ain't no drought now. That's for sure. Pigeon Forge should be out of their drought. Leslie said, Jeff's paychecks are how I take so many Tennessee vacations. And then Leslie's laughing at Blaine. But yeah, the rain's definitely put a damper on things this week. Because I wasn't gonna come home till today as far as from the campground, but I saw what the weather was gonna be doing, and we had a little break in the action yesterday evening about this time. Yeah, well, I was getting home around this time yesterday, but I got with it. I told Tootsie, I said, come on, we're gonna hit the road and go home. Because I'm glad I did, because it was raining over there this morning, which would have just made it hectic on me trying to leave this morning if I'd have waited. Yeah, you're right, Natalie. I did see that too. I watched that news about the submarine thing, whatever you want to call it. I guess on the brighter side though, and I want to try to put this in the right way. Me myself, instead of like they were reporting they only had so much air to breathe. I'd have rather went the way that they went versus sitting there and just losing your breath type deal. Because I know the way with it imploding, I mean, it was over with in a matter of second, less than a second. So probably didn't even feel nothing. But it's definitely sad. That's for sure. I didn't find out till like 4 o'clock though. But they said that they'd told it this morning. Blaine says, hope that trip coming up is rain free. Yeah, I know it. Me too. Me too. Hey, William. Nope, not me. I have a pump and have gotten sand in the dishwater because the water level got low. A couple years ago, I stopped complaining about the rain. I hear you, William. I hear you. I always say, when we get this kind of rain, I always say, I hope the farmers are happy. Hey, Jessica. Hey, thanks for coming in. Blaine says, that's a lot of money for something to happen, for that to happen. I know it. $250,000. And then, you know, you lose your life. That's definitely a tough way to go. And Blaine says true, and Leslie's sad about it, and William's laughing at what I said about the hope the farmers are happy. I appreciate y'all guys coming in tonight. I figured I'd go live. Of course, I'll tell some stuff here in a little bit, so that way y'all all got a heads up. Everybody will get a heads up at one time. You know, other than that though, just gives us a way for all of us to chat together and communicate. If y'all want to chat with each other, go right ahead. You know, as far as ones that's in here. I got Tootsie with me. She's sitting here beside me. My car is a disaster right now because I've went out today and got a lot of stuff done. I got my oil changed. My inspections or tag renewal is due in August, but I got the thing in the mail, so I went ahead and got that taken care of. And I'm not going to tell it because I hadn't told it, but my tag is going to say something different. I got a whole new tag, personalized tag coming. I've changed the name again. But whenever I get it, I'll reveal it then. I'm gonna let y'all guess. Y'all can guess, but I'm not gonna tell. No, Leslie. No, I didn't get. I checked yesterday evening when I got home last night, whatever you want to call it, and I didn't have any water. I was surprised. Which, I mean, I've got a sump pump down there, so I'm not too worried about it. But usually though, when it rains like it has rained, though, I'll have water in the floor, but it all drains towards the sump pump. But I didn't have any, which kind of surprised me. So yeah, no, I didn't get any damage. But my uncle got water in his basement, and then a few other places had water damage from what I've been told. Hey, Diamondback King. Caught you this time. Yes, I'm enjoying the rain, but my 4 ponds are still not full yet. Right. I mean, and I know it takes quite a bit of rain to fill up a pond. I do know that. Hey, Zeke. Good evening. Great to see you and Tootsie. I appreciate that, Zeke. Thanks for coming in. But it's definitely been a rainy week. I know I know more people's probably ready for the sunshine than more rain, which I know there's still chances tonight to get some more rain as far as here. And then there's, chances tomorrow. But then after tomorrow, though, it sort of dwindles down. And then I think next week they're saying it's supposed to be mainly dry as far as, North and South Carolina. I mean, it's definitely going to get warmer, so you might have them afternoon pop-up showers, something of that nature, but it's not going to be like what it's been being. No, I will tell that much. That's pretty good though, Natalie. But no, I didn't go with that. I doubt anybody's got that. I'm surprised you beat Gary to the punch on that. I figured he'd be guessing that. That is pretty good though, Fiasco. I didn't give that much thought. What I've chosen it's what I wanted to go with, and I don't even know why I didn't think of it last year. That's what made me mad, so I've had to wait a whole nother year. Leslie says, I might be the minority here, but I like rain. It's relaxing. No, William likes it too, Leslie. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, buddy. Blaine saying hey to Jimmy. I had a phone call from my cousin. I'll have to talk to her later. Have y'all still got me? Somebody let me know right quick. Make sure that phone call didn't mess up my live stream. Can y'all still hear me? Yeah, no, Gary. It's not going to say neither one of those. Natalie says, bad moon rising. Let's see, what was I oh, yeah. If we hadn't had rain in a good while, then yeah, I don't mind it then. But when you have it for 5 straight days, that gets a little old, as far as to me. If it wants to do it every other day, that's one thing. But when it's 5 days or more in a row, it don't seem like it's that much, I'm over it. Top deal, a lot faster that way. Blaine says, cousin, make sure you are sub to the channel and come chat with her. I don't know if she watches my YouTube or not. I'll let her know. I don't think this will mess it up. I'm gonna tell if it's give me 1 second. If this messes it up, then I'll go back live. But I'm gonna text her back right quick. Give me 1 second here. All right. Did y'all lose me? Have you still got me? Because I know I had to excuse me. I know I had to click back into YouTube, but it looks like y'all are still here. Jimmy saying hey to Blaine. Blaine says if we lose Jeff, be on the lookout for another. Natalie's laughing. Natalie says we here. You're back. Okay. Did it cut the feed? I'm just curious because that'll be a learning process. It was spinning, but we are here. Okay, so it did cut the feed. All right, so I'll know not to do that then. Jimmy says, how in the world do you text when you're on live? I can't even chew bubble gum and walk. Yeah, Jimmy, it's a miracle that I can even do it. Because I'll go ahead and tell you right now, and I've said this before, I cannot multitask. Some things I can, but 95% of the time, I cannot multitask. And I don't care to tell that. Because it's the truth. But that's good to, hey, Brian, I appreciate you letting me know that, though. That's good to know that it does kill the feed. Because I went into the text. Hey, Ashley. Hey, thanks for coming in. So at least I'll know. I know not to answer the phone calls. I know the phone calls will mess the live up. even if I answer it and get back in, or at least, of course that was with my old phone when that happened. But I know it killed the sound. Like y'all couldn't hear me. Y'all could still see me, but you couldn't hear me. Ashley says, Jeff, can we meet Wednesday? Are you in Pigeon Forge, Ashley? And Blaine says, my wife tells me I can't multitask on some things. That's a mood killer to hear that. Blaine, you're crazy. I know you can multitask. Monday. Meet Monday. Come Monday. Are you in Pigeon Forge, Ashley? I mean, I got a reason I'm asking that. Now, you don't have to answer. But if you are in Pigeon Forge, I'm not. I'm back home, and I won't be back in Pigeon Forge for a while. Okay. Yeah, I won't. I would actually, but I'm not going to be in town. I'm not going to be in Pigeon Forge. It's going to be a while before I'm back in Pigeon Forge. But if I was in Pigeon Forge, I definitely would meet up with you. I mean, I've pretty much, as far as YouTubers that I have a chance to meet, I usually meet them. Either at the Goat Coaster or wherever they want to meet. It's mainly been being at the Goat Coaster just because that's a place where everybody knows where it's at. Yeah, Blaine's already counting down the days. He's got 93 days. So I'll finally get to meet Blaine in person in October. I mean, I see him on the screen. I know what he looks like, but I haven't got to meet him in person. But yeah, it's been fairly busy for me today. I mean, I got quite a bit done. As far as I need to get done. Now, tomorrow, can you let Vacation Station know? I can text him. Yeah, I got no problem with doing that. I can let him know. Now, whenever he sees my text, I never know because he's busy most of the time. But you definitely can catch him at the Goat Coaster. I don't know if you'll get there in time Monday or not, because I know Miss Marie's schedules has changed, and it could have changed again. But the only thing I can tell you is just, of the afternoons, just go to the Goat Coaster and see if Miss Marie's there, and then that way you'll know if you'll get to see Jeff or not too, because you'll be able to talk to her. But I can definitely send him a text to let him know that you'll be in town. How long? Hey, Ashley, if you want to and you don't have to, how long you going to be in town? And that way I can let him know that also, if you want to tell that. Some people might not want to tell that kind of stuff, and I understand that completely. Gary says, Ashley, he may meet you in Pigeon Forge. He will make you walk a half a mile just to meet up. Now, wait a minute. Who, me or Jeff? The other Jeff. Oh, yeah, he's talking about me. Never mind. Gary, I'm with you now. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Well, that's because I didn't know exactly where you were staying at the time, Gary. You just told me Old Mill, so I went to Old Mill. And, of course, I had the Harvey 5 with me that day. But I did offer you a ride back to the hotel, but you wouldn't do it. But I know Gary's just messing with me, though. Natalie's laughing. Yeah. I mean, I remember when Gary was telling me when we was live at night. He says, I'm on my way, I'm walking. I said, walking? I was like, bless his heart. Okay, so you're just in town for pretty much one day, I guess. Ashley, is that right? Or are you staying till the following Tuesday? Because I know you said you was going to be there Monday. But that's up to you if you want to answer that also. Leslie says he was scared to sit in the back with me. And Blaine says Gary had eaten not long before that and walked all his food off. Yeah, I think you did make a comment about that. I'd forgot about that. I hate that I didn't know exactly where he is at, because then they didn't get to meet his wife. I got to meet his wife earlier that day, or the day before. But the Harvey Five didn't get to meet his wife. Gary says, I was afraid to sit in the back seat with Leslie, so I walked. Okay, so you're pretty much there for one day. And I'll be honest with you, Ashley, I think that's the 2 days that Miss Marie's off. Or at least that's what it's been being. She's had Monday and Tuesday off, and when she's off, you won't see them. They keep to themselves on the 2 days that she gets off. But I'll still send them a text. But she has been being off. I know she is off this past Monday and Tuesday, because I went Tuesday to make sure, and she wasn't there. And Leslie says, I knew it, Gary. Gary says, dang, Leslie, we think alike. Blaine says, I hope I'll get to see Gary one day. Hey, Gary, do you know if you're going to be able to make the October trip when we're all supposed to be getting together? And Gary says, yes, Jeff, my wife still talks of you, of your hug. Yeah. Lord, you ain't going to let me live that down, are you, Gary? Lordy. I was telling him bye, and I give his wife a hug, and he got on to me, but he was just doing it in a funny way. I was glad that I got to meet Gary in person. He's funny. He's funny. He can come up with some zingers, that's for sure. I can't do that. I can't. Every now and again, I'll get lucky and come up with something to say that's funny. Other than that, I'm not that good. Gary says, I'm planning on being there in October. There you go. Okay. So I'll get to see Gary again. And Blaine says, awesome. So Blaine, there you go. You'll get to meet Gary in person. Which, I mean, I know y'all seen him if you've watched that live where the Harvey Five was with me. He gets on camera there to where everybody gets to see him. Blaine says, I get lucky every now and again as well. Gary says, my wife says, hug me like Jeff hugs me. And I'll say for no reason. Hey, Lordy. I'm just sitting here watching the traffic go by. Darn, Tootsie's laid over here, sprawled out. Actually, yeah, there actually is. Depending on what you want to know. I mean, it's good food. I guess it's considered fast food, but it's not, because you're not at a fast food place. But Frank Allen's Grill is real good and not pricey at all. And then Claybo's, which is the one that I'd found out about last year, it's just like Frank Allen's. And I think it's called Claybo's Diner. I think. I'm really not 100% sure. Everybody keeps getting on to me about doing a video there, but I don't do restaurant videos or mess like that. I mean, I should, I guess, because nobody else has definitely got a video of that place. But it's at a gas station, just like Frank Allen's. It's at a gas station. It's in the gas station, but it's right there at Claybo's Campground on Wares Valley. I mean, you'll go right by it. It's the Exxon gas station. And you'll go right by it if you go to the Goat Coaster. So it'll be on your left. Just it's before Alpine Coaster and all that. I mean, it's right there, right at Claybo's Campground. That gas station that sits right beside the entrance. That's where I've been going to get breakfast. And I have had their lunch, and that's all they do though is breakfast and lunch. But it's cheap. I mean, for the amount of food you get. I mean, I'm eating for under $10. I mean, it's $8 and change for what all I get. Blaine says McDonald's is good. Blaine says maybe Denny's. Any restaurants near the Comedy Barn? I don't know if I know where the Comedy Barn is. I don't think there's any restaurants near it. As far as if you're, saying like right beside it or within walking distance. I mean, now you got restaurants on down from it a little ways. But I know there's not any right there at the Comedy Barn. Not that I can recall. What was the name of the restaurant TME just that was Frank Allen's. That's where I used to go, because that's where all the locals go also. And then of course the locals go to that one that I'm going to now. But yeah, TME did the one on Frank Allen's Grill, which is up there in Sevierville at that gas station. I hadn't ate at Mel's yet, Blaine. Jeff liked it at first, but then he had a waitress or a hostess that undoubtedly treated him bad, and I don't think he's been back since. But I haven't been there yet to try out Mel's. But now I have been to the diner up in Sevierville. It's called it's just the Diner is the name of it. It's the one up in Sevierville right there at Lowe's Hardware. That was some dang good food. I got some spaghetti there because I did put that on Facebook, and it was a big old plate of spaghetti. I ended up having to take some of it home, and that wasn't bad. I got the spaghetti and garlic bread and a drink, and it was tax and all just shy of $16. It was like $15 and change. Leslie says she's ate it, or Leslie says she hates Mel's. And Blaine says, I don't think we've been, talking to Leslie. And then Leslie says frizzled chicken is right beside the Comedy Barn, but it's only okay, well, Lord, Leslie knows more than I do. I guess I hadn't paid no attention to that. So I appreciate that, Leslie. Yeah, I definitely got cleaned out after the spaghetti, which is a good thing though. Blaine says, sounds like Uranus it's a planet that needs wiped out. Yeah, well, that was the other reason. When I found out they had spaghetti, I knew it was time for me to have a good cleanser. I went up there and chowed down. Sure enough, it worked. Because it's just a little bit spicy, and I can handle a little bit spicy, but definitely not hot. I stay away from the hot stuff. I don't enjoy it. And if I can't enjoy eating something, I don't eat it. I mean, that's just me. Yeah, now Firehouse Subs is just right down. I mean, it's pretty much right across from the Comedy Barn. I haven't ate at the one in Pigeon Forge, but we've got one here at home, and I have ate it. I like it. And my dad, back when he was living, he liked it too, until after about the third or fourth time we ate there, and he says, nah, I don't want Firehouse. He's like, I can't handle Firehouse anymore. I said, how come you don't want Firehouse? He says, because it goes through me like a firehouse. That's all I'll say about that. But I get tickled every time I think about that, because I mean, that was his exact words. I mean, my daddy was he was crazy as I was. or crazy as me. Hey, Amanda. Amanda, please, is in the house. No, wait a minute. Is it cheap? Now, what are you, which restaurant are you asking about, Ashley? If you're asking about Firehouse, it's reasonable. I think it's a little bit more than what Subway is, as far as price-wise, if that's what you're asking. Blaine says, Jimmy John's is better, talking to Ashley. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. I think you've been in here before. We need rain so bad here. Right, and Leslie said the same thing. So I know, and y'all should be getting the rain here before long. And hopefully that'll, you know, give y'all enough rain to get y'all out of a drought. Because I know y'all need rain up there in Ohio. Leslie says, I love hot, but it don't love me. Of course, no food loves me, so I usually just eat it anyway. Plank says, attention, please. Amanda's in the building. Please rise. That's my last name. Please is your last name? I know better than that. You ain't going to tell your last name on here. You aim to please. Plank says, hey, Jeff. Okay, so that's his name. So we got another Jeff. So Blaine knows who that is. Thanks for letting me know, Blaine. I thought they'd been in here before, but I didn't know his name. So that's another Jeff. And Amanda's thanking Blaine. And the Gypsy, which is Jeff, saying hey to Blaine. Amanda says, yes, I'm Amanda, please. And he says, oh yeah, another Jeff. Well, that's cool. Got all kinds of Jeffs now. But Amanda, I know that's not your last name. If that's your last name, you're going to have to send more proof than just saying that's your last name. That's the ambulance going through the intersection down here. I don't think y'all couldn't see it because that red Jeep was blocking y'all's. Man says it might be, I don't want to butcher that, Amanda, but is that Bynes? Am I pronouncing that right? I'm not real sure, Amanda, and I apologize if I'm butchering that. Or Bynes, maybe that's how you say it. That would be a cool last name, though. Yeah, I know, it would. The proof is in the pudding, and please, it's not capped. Oh, yeah, I thought maybe she said the proof is in the pudding, but she says the proof's in the P, and please, it's not capped. And then Leslie says, for the love of God. Yes, that's right. Okay. Blaine's laughing at Leslie. The first one you said is okay. Leslie says, Jeff, Amanda was a Nickelodeon star back in the day. Okay. See, I mean, I watched a little bit of Nickelodeon, but not enough to know that. And Blaine says, I thought that name sounded familiar. Well, what happened? Well, if you're on the Nickelodeon, which I know, which I guess Ariana was on Nickelodeon too, on one of them shows. But you hadn't, have you jumped off the Ariana Grande bandwagon now, Amanda? You not like her anymore? Natalie's laughing. Getting a little stuffy in here. I'm going to have to roll the window down. At least while it's not raining. Ariana and Victoria. Yeah, I remember Miley Cyrus back in the day. I do remember that now. I do remember that. And I remember, what's the one, you had the dark haired and the blonde there. that one show, and that ain't been, you know, too long ago. Lord, I can't remember the name of the show now. Anyhow, it don't matter. But before that, as far as Nickelodeon goes, I watched the slime show. What the heck was that called? Where you got slimed. That was about the only thing I watched on Nickelodeon. Blank says Amanda comes in and Jeff gets hot. Yeah. Amanda, you're making me have hot flashes. Leslie says, is that the Dario? I'm not used to seeing these sights in the daylight. Yeah, I know it, Leslie. Yeah, that's the Dario down there. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it. That's the Dario. The Derriere. Oh, where'd my chat go? Oh, there it is. Blaine says, would that be a good one for you, Amanda? And Amanda says, please send the ambulance back Jeff's way. Yeah. Leslie says, you can't do that on television. Oh, wait a minute, huh? Yeah, Double Dare. There we go. Yeah, it's Double Dare. That was it. Blaine's got it. I don't remember you can't do that on television. I've heard of that, but I never did watch that though, Leslie. The Double Dare's what I watched. I grew up with that. But that's all I watched on Nickelodeon. Except for later on when I was older, and that's because I was around kids and they'd watch SpongeBob. So I have seen SpongeBob. Blaine says, those were the good days of clean fun for kids, and that you're right. Yeah, they don't make shows like that anymore. Leslie says there was a show called that and they slimed each other. It was the OG. I kind of sort of remember maybe seeing bits and pieces of that or something, Leslie, but I don't recall it too much, but I'm starting to recall some of it. You know, it's almost like a Family Feud style type atmosphere, wasn't it? Is that right, Leslie? And then they slimed each other, like dropped a bucket of slime on their heads. Am I telling that right, or am I still got Double Dare on my mind? Amanda says the Dairy Girls are asking where is the young single guy with the dog. Yeah, they probably missed me. It's been forever since I've been home. Lord have mercy, it changes too. Yeah, I know you can still watch. Hell, I can watch them on Pluto TV, Amanda. I don't, but I know they're on Pluto TV. At least I think they are. I ain't really, looked for them, but I know Pluto TV's got old game shows. But yeah, YouTube though's got all the old stuff. I mean, you can go way back in the day on Price is Right, and well, anything that's out there, pretty much find it on YouTube. Lady says, no, it was like a variety show. It had clips of different scenes. Okay. So I might not be, yeah, I don't guess I ever saw any of that then, as far as the show that Leslie's talking about. Blaine says, I bet Amanda is on a few shows, but it jumped. But can view them on regular TV. It can't, okay, but can't view them on regular TV. Amanda says, go there tonight before they have to shut down the restaurant. It just depends on if I just got done eating supper a little while ago, so I'm not really in the mood for anything at the moment. I might go get a milkshake here in a little while, but it'll be a while before they close anyway. And I don't know that I'll stay on live that long. But if I get a craving for a milkshake, I'll go there. I kind of like the Highway 55's milkshake better, if you don't know the honest truth. But I mean, I can get one from Dario. It's just, Lord, it's a little video thing, and it's like $5 and something. Now, I'm not gonna tell what the tag's gonna say. Y'all gonna have to wait on that. It's gonna be a while. It usually takes a few weeks for it to get to me. But yeah, I've got a new personalized tag coming. Lady says, I see McDonald's and Burger King. That's the road I've been taking my kids on every day. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's crazy. I mean, that's why that road that you're seeing right down through here, that's 321, and I call it Restaurant Road because it's just restaurant after restaurant, especially on the one side. I mean, it's just one right after another. Leslie's laughing. Amanda says, those girls are younger than me. They get excited to see you. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I doubt it. Blaine says, amen, Leslie. I felt that. Well, now, you're 20. You hadn't even turned 29 yet, have you, Amanda? Because it wasn't too long ago you was 27, I think's what you told. So you still got 3 years. Or at least 2. I'm trying so hard. Let's see. Yeah. Only a few years. So you're 28 now. Man, Lordy. I know it, Leslie. Bless your heart. I apologize, Leslie. But hey, at least we're getting to chat with each other. Oh, right quick, before I forget, since, well, not everybody's in here, but that's all right, though, because I know they'll watch the rerun. So maybe I'll get the answers in the comment. And no cheating either, because I'll be able to tell if you've cheated, because if it takes you a while to answer. Let's see, Blaine says Burger King for a Whopper, McDonald's for some fries, and Dario for a milkshake. Yeah, yeah. There's a Trace song called I'm Trying. Amanda. See how, hey, all right, here's a riddle for you. Let me make sure I tell this right. All right, here's the riddle. I'm an odd number, and if you take one letter out, I become even. What number am I? Let's see how quick you can answer that. And no cheating. Amanda's probably getting on her phone right now. Let's see if I can figure this out. Damn, Blaine got it right off the bat. Amanda got it too. Yeah. And you're right, Leslie. That is a perfect meal, what Blaine was saying. But I'll have to disagree, though. I'll get the fries from Wendy's, because then I can dip the fries in the milkshake. And I know it's not a Frosty, but still pretty much the same thing. Yeah, Amanda got it too. Y'all are smart. I'll give you credit. It took me, I didn't cheat. I figured it out on my own. But it took me a little bit longer. I probably pondered on it for 2 minutes. I want to say 3. I want to say 3 minutes, and then it finally hit me. You know, which it's easier when you're seeing it and reading it versus when somebody just tells it. But that's what amazes me even more, is y'all got it right off the bat without even seeing it wrote down, because that's how I figured it out. Because the word even was the hint, the clue. Yeah, smarter than a 5th grader. I didn't watch that show, but I know what you're talking about. That had Jeff Foxworthy in it. Diamondback King says, is where 321 comes into the Parkway near Wares Valley. Yeah, it's that's actually the same 321 that's here. Matter of fact, I forget who it was I was talking to the other day and made that same comment. And I said the 321 that's over there is the same 321 that's here in North Carolina. But it's just a long, crooked way of, I mean, if you want to see the country, that's the way to go. But if you're wanting to get over there quick, then you don't take three. I mean, because it'll change into other roads, other road numbers, but it's still the same 321 though that it is here. And this 321 will actually run you all the way into South Carolina. Does Wendy's have banana? I'm not real sure though, Amanda. Not real sure on that. Pretty brunettes are fast. God. Blaine says, go ahead, girl. Jeez. Oh, now we got a big old tractor trailer blocking our view. That is correct. We live a half a mile from 321 here in South Carolina. Yep, so Blaine knows. Because I know kind of where Blaine's at. And I wished I was going that way, but I'm not. I cut through the country, Blaine. I go McBee and Darlington and Florence. I go that direction. And I know you'll know where I'm talking about. Amanda says, bring me to the dairy. Get me a large banana milkshake. Diamondback King says, thanks. I'm learning before I get up there. And Blaine says, 321 comes through our area and stops before you get to Savannah. Yeah, that's right. Hey, Fred. Hey, buddy. Yeah, so far there hasn't been a fiasco. So far. Hey, Fred, I just done a riddle. Not really a trivia question, but a riddle. And the riddle was, I'm an odd number. Take one letter out of me, and I become even. What number am I? And then she says, oh, and chili dogs. Jimmy says, hey to Fred and Connie. Fred saying hey to everybody. Angie saying hey. Blaine saying hey. And Amanda saying hey. Hey, Amanda, I slipped one past you Monday when I went live Monday. I slipped one by you. Look, Fred's got it too. 7. And what was the other thing that I was going to tell Monday? Oh, yeah. I know what it was. Yeah, I ain't told y'all this. So over the weekend, over there in Pigeon Forge, because it was Father's Day weekend, they had bingo Saturday night. Well, I went and played. It cost $10 to play. So I went and played. The first game was an X. You had to make the X. And I won the first game. And the prize that I got, it's crazy because it was like what's the word am I looking for? A coincidence, I guess. It really not a coincidence, but more like, I can't think of the word I'm wanting to use. But it was like a telltale sign because of what's to come as far as the prize that I won. And I was like, isn't that something? Isn't that just, you know, how crazy and random is that to win that gift? Because I didn't know, I didn't open it up till after it was all over with. So I didn't know what I had won until, you know, after the bingo part, because we had 5 games to play. And I almost won another one. As a matter of fact, I left that prize in the camper, which that's fine. I don't really need it. But it was crazy with what it was, though. Blaine says, those clouds rolling in or out? I can't tell. They're rolling out because it's all moving towards the mountains, which would be like sort of that direction. But it's definitely, I got clouds behind me though too. I mean, it looks like it could start raining again anytime. I looked at the radar before I left, and you know, we've got a little bit of downtime as far as rain, but it showed more coming. Let me make sure I hadn't missed nobody. Blaine says, dang, you better watch those ladies in there playing. They will beat you over the head with their walking sticks. No, I mean, it was at the campground, Blaine, where the bingo was. So, I mean, you had kids playing, you had teenagers playing, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds. I mean, it was the whole wide range of age group playing. But I get what you're saying, though, Blaine. Yeah, usually when you go to play bingo, you're in a room filled with smoke, and it's older ladies, and by golly, they don't play just one card. They'll have damn 12 cards, and they'll have them taped down, and they'll sit there, and all you're hearing is that. Well, that's got Tootsie. It ain't nobody Tootsie, that's me doing that. Sorry, boy, she jumped right up. I wish I'd have got that on video. But anyhow, that's all you're hearing is, I mean, just constant dabbing. That's me doing it, Tootsie. You can lay back down. Yeah, Amanda's saying arf. So I mean, I knew what you was meaning, Blaine. And Gary's laughing. Fred saying, hey. Amanda says, I would have to learn bingo. It's not, you know, unless if you go somewhere where they call the numbers fast, it's pretty easy. But if you get, now they didn't play it slow. I mean, she was hollering them out about every 10 to 15 seconds. So, I mean, you had to really pay attention. Other than that, though, I mean, if you go to places where it's just bam, 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 you gotta, and when you're playing multiple cards, I've played as many as 6 at one time. That's the most I've ever done, because that's enough to keep up with. Fred says, that dark horizon looks like our horizon right now. And Amanda says, I've seen bingo in the movie, My Girl on Netflix. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, thanks for coming in, Cheryl. Natalie says, is the prize another riddle? No, Natalie, it's not. Hey, Ed. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm back home. As far as for right now, I'm home. Blaine says, I love bingo and cards, whatever it is, just love some good fun. That's right. Leslie saying hey to Fred. Fred saying hey. There's where Amanda was saying arf. Ed saying hey. Fred says we have the same in our area. And then Amanda's, you know, I don't have any cats, Amanda. I used to, not anymore. Gary says, what a life Jeff has, playing bingo and watching people trying to park their trailer. And on that note, I mean, the only reason that I videoed that was because of what happened beforehand. And I wished I'd have got that on video. I mean, he pulls on down even farther, like 2 spots down, starts backing up. Well, he starts cutting it into the spot that's before the spot that he went in. And that's no lie. Starts already having it jackknifing that way. And that's when he about took the front end of my car off after I'd already moved it for him. So I ended up moving it again. You know, I dang sure wasn't making fun of him. I dang sure wasn't making fun of him. I just wanted to video it because I know some people enjoy watching things like that. And here's a good example. It has nothing to do with campers, but it has to do with boat landings. There's a couple of YouTube channels that I watch where you can sit there and watch people try to back in boats or load their boats on trailers, and you ought to see some of the craziest stuff that gets done. And I'm like, bless their hearts. And I realize that it is difficult for some people or whatever, but with this old boy, with what he was doing though, you know, it could have been his first rodeo, but I don't think it was. Because once he got back in, you know, and I cut the camera off, I sat there and paid attention to make sure that he was going to set up right, because if he had any trouble doing that, you know, then I would have known he was a rookie. And once he got it backed in and parked, you know, he set up pretty much real quick. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't his first rodeo. But I just like videoing things of that nature. It's like last year. I didn't get it on video. Well, I take that back. Well, I didn't, as far as the first part again, because I didn't know it was going to happen. But when I went to video it the next time, he didn't have anything happen. But last year, though, I watched an old boy had a golf cart in the back of his truck. And I'll get caught up on the chat. I apologize. Just telling the story right quick. But last year, I'm at the campground. I'm sitting there watching this crowd unload a golf cart out of the back of a pickup truck, and they was using metal ramps. Well, that thing hits the ramps. He gets that golf cart about halfway down, and one of the ramps fall. Well, then that golf cart starts teeter-tottering. I thought, Lord have mercy. I couldn't get my phone out in time to get any of it. I was like, man, that would have been a good one to put on YouTube. Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. Get you some mufflers. So anyhow, but just things like that, though, I know some people like watching it. So I dang sure ain't making fun of nobody. You know, and if something really bad, wrong ever happened, yeah, I'd either cut the feed or you'd see me set the camera down and go running to help. Other than that, it's just pretty much a show to watch, type deal. Just something to watch. So anyhow, wanted to throw all that out there right quick, so I'll get caught back up with you guys. Hey, Kentucky Leisure. Hello, Jeff and Tootsie, along with everyone else. First time I called a live chat in a while. Hey, yeah, that's no problem. I appreciate you coming in. And it's because I hadn't been on regular schedule to Kentucky, and which I told y'all that the every Tuesday thing wasn't going to happen. Which I'm still going live more often than what I thought I would be. Fred and Connie saying, hey Cheryl, hey, thanks for coming in. Gary's saying, hey. Blaine says, hey Ed, you need to change your name to Ed with 2 D's. Kentucky says, that was a funny camper parking video. Yeah, and that's what I say. Some people enjoy it, and I'm surprised I hadn't got any comments yet, you know, getting flack about video and that, but, you know, I'm sure it'll happen. I know I already got a thumbs down on it. I did see that, which is fine. It don't bother me. Blaine says, I feel sorry for that guy's passenger driving on the road. I'm praying for him. And Leslie says, that literally looked like me trying to back my van into my driveway. And that's what's crazy is, you know, Tommy and Teresa had put out that video, and you see Tommy trying to parallel park, and she makes a comment on mine that it looked like Tommy trying to park. I got a kick out of that. Blaine says, so the camp host got into it with him. Did I hear that correct? No. he didn't get into it with him. What it was, he was going up there to try to help him and tell him, but him and his wife was into it with each other. She was undoubtedly fussing at him, I guess because he's struggling or wasn't doing something right, and she might have been trying to tell him, because whenever, like I said, that first part that I didn't get on video, he's cutting it in, and she's got her head hanging out the window, making sure he doesn't run over my fire pit. That's how close he was even cutting to the camper. He was, you know, right there about to run over the fire pit, but he didn't know. I got to try to keep up with you guys because this thing's jumping on me. Gary says, it looked like me back in the trailer and hooked up to the cable truck. Ed says, that would be something, wouldn't it, Blaine? Talking about changing it to Ed with 2 Ds. Fred says to watch Paige and Kevin videos as one of them. Or if you're asking me that, no. I haven't seen that video, Fred. You'll have to text me that link to that or something. Hey, James. Hey, buddy. Ed says, Jeff, come in when you can. We are always here. And hey, Virginia. How's Miss Virginia doing tonight? Cheryl says, glad no one took the video of me trying to line up our 39-foot RV to get gas the first time. I mean, I know when I first bought mine, I had to pay attention. I had to watch it, even though my grandfather taught me years ago how to, I started off on a lawnmower back in a short trailer. And, the shorter the trailer you got, the quicker them things turn and the quicker they jackknife. So that's how I learned. But I got taught by my grandfather, though. I mean, he taught me how to parallel park a van. And when I say a van, I'm talking, one of them like high top conversion vans type deal. Everybody's saying hey to Virginia. Blaine says, oh, laugh out loud. I can't understand his wife getting into it with. I can understand. Yeah. Yeah, Natalie, she must have been getting on to him. Natalie saying hey, Virginia saying hey, Ed saying hey, Fred saying hey. Everybody's saying hey. I'm getting caught up. Ron sees America. Hey, baby, I think you're new to me. As far as in here on the lives, I appreciate you coming in. Everybody's saying hey. Virginia says good. Just took pie out of the oven. Hey, Virginia, send me a text. Thank you, Fred. I got it. I got your text, Fred. Virginia, send me a text of that pie if you want to. That's up to you. Blaine's saying hey. Fred saying hey. Everybody's saying hey. Fred says I'll text it to you, Jeff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got it, Fred. And Virginia saying hey to Jimmy. And I'm caught up. Blaine says thanks, Virginia. Is that the pie you're sending me? So yeah, I wanted to, sort of explain too. That's the reason I went live tonight too, or one of the reasons. That I definitely wasn't making fun of that guy as far as making fun of him, but just how he struggled on getting that thing backed in and everything else. Because like I say, it would make more sense if I'd have got the first attempt. It'd make a whole lot more sense to y'all why I got the camera out and started videoing, because I thought it was going to be like what I saw the first time. And with y'all not getting to see that and not seeing it, I know it's harder for y'all to understand it versus me trying to tell it. If it hadn't been for that though, I normally don't even video things like that, to be honest with you, because number one, you never know what's going to happen. And I was out there, like I said, I was loading my car up and getting things situated because I knew I was getting ready to leave. And then here they come rolling in. And then next thing I know, I start seeing all that happening. And I'm like, dang, I need to get my phone. You know, of course, by that time, though, he had already said to heck with it and drove all the way around the park, undoubtedly, and came back for round number 2. And that's, of course, when I got in the camper and videoed it from inside the camper, because I knew my window was tinted. So I knew he didn't even know I was even in there videoing. Ron saying, hey. Cheryl says, hubby and I use walkie-talkies much better. Yeah, there is. You're right. A lot of people's doing the walkie-talkies. I have noticed that when they're backing in, pulling in, you know. I have seen that. Ron says, play Mountain Folk. Oh, he's talking to Fred and Connie. He meant to say, hey, Mountain Folk. Blaine says, I have cruised with Ron and met him for the first time in Mayberry in 2021. Well, that's cool. So Blaine knows Ron. Well, that's good. And I appreciate y'all letting me know who y'all know in here that's new to me. Then that way I know. So I appreciate that. And I'll try my best to remember. It's like the other crowd that was in here, his name was Jeff, so I got to try to remember that. Blaine says, yeah, I call my wife when I'm pulling in or backing in. Yeah, they'll do it on the phones too. Walkie-talkies or phones. And Blaine said, Virginia says, sure, Blaine. And Blaine says, I'm not an expert by any means. I pull a 45 foot. Yeah, see, and that's the other thing. I know if I pull 30 feet or more, it's a whole new learning process. I mean, I'm sure I could do it, but I know I would struggle, especially at first, because you'd be having to relearn all over again. Because the shorter they are, the quicker they turn. The longer they are, the you know, they don't turn as quick. Which I've always been told the longer ones, though, are kind of easier to back in versus the shorter ones. But then again, that depends on where you're backing, too. That's just my thoughts. Because I know if you got the big boys, I'm sure it's hard to back those in versus a shorter one. So I know exactly what you're meaning there, Blaine. Ledger says, I know Jeff and Tootsie. Hey, Larry. Hey, buddy. Hey, yeah. Right back at you, Larry. I see that. Blaine says, who is that? RB5. And Virginia saying, hey. Blaine saying, hey. Virginia saying, hey. But Leslie says, he's a pretty nice guy, Blaine. I'm a butthole, Leslie. Remember, I'm a butthole. Gary says, there's Larry with 2 R's. Okay, Virginia, I appreciate that. I'll look at it when I get done with the live. Larry says, Blaine, random question. Do you know Jim and Susan at RVs? And Blaine says, fifth wheels are easy as well versus bumper pull since you have a hitch on top bed instead of a hitch on... Right. Yeah, because you can definitely jackknife the fifth wheels a whole lot easier than you can a pull behind. I do know that. Laser says, Larry works, but mine doesn't work anymore. And then it worked. It's showing on here, Leslie. Virginia saying, hey. Blaine says, yes, we will keep it in there because of who you and them know, Larry. And then Leslie says, wait, it worked. Ron says, that's right, Blaine. We've had some great times together. Gary saying, hey. Ron says, remember the pie eating contest? Hey, Tana. Larry says, okay, I was just curious. And Blaine says, I don't hardly eat pies anymore, talking to Ron. Well, dang, Blaine. That's a heck of a note. You just asked Virginia if she's sending the pie to you. You'll have to cancel that order, Virginia. You don't want the pie now. I'm just messing. No, I know why Blaine's wanting that pie, because everything Virginia makes, it makes us all hungry. And a lot of us have seen what Virginia makes. I wished I could show the pie to y'all here, but I don't. I don't have a co-pilot that's got another phone to where I could be able to do that, or I would. And Ron's laughing at Blaine, and Angie saying hey to Tana. Blaine says, let me clarify that. Cherry pies. I'll tear some strawberry and blueberry up. Honestly, I would actually eat any kind. Okay, well that makes a little more sense to me now, Blaine. So you was talking about a certain kind of pie. And Mrs. T saying hi. Do you want me to say Mrs. T, Tana, or do you still want me to say Tana? It doesn't matter to me. I'm just asking, because I know you changed it to Mrs. T on YouTube. And if you'd rather me say that, I can. Just let me know. Okay. Well, I appreciate you letting me know. I mean, like I say, I don't want to aggravate nobody or saying something wrong. Yeah, there goes the truck hauling chickens, but there's no chickens in there. It's empty. I guess that's why his brakes was squealing like it was. I appreciate that, Tana. Virginia says, Blaine, the one that I just made is fresh blueberry pear. Never made this combination before. Okay, so Virginia has spread her wings and tried something new. Oh, I can't wait to see what that looks like, Virginia. Larry says, please don't call me by my name on here. Yeah, they was, Leslie. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see your comments in time. I was looking around because I was caught up on the comments at the time. Ron's laughing. Blaine says, oh, yeah, I'll slap some vanilla ice cream on that, Virginia. Dang right. I bet that would be good. I guarantee you that'd be good. I wonder how, hey, Virginia, you're going to have to let us know on the next live show how it turned out or if it's any good, since it's something new that you've done. Thomas saying hey, Blaine saying hey, Gary saying hey. Blaine says, oh, I bet it's yummy. And Leslie saying hey. I had to go to Harbor Freight, which is right behind me. I had to do a little shopping in there today. I had to buy some tie-down straps. I know I told this earlier, but a lot of y'all wasn't in here at the time though. Got the oil changed in my car, and where my tag runs out in August, I got the renewal in the mail already. So I went ahead and done that, and I'm changing my tag to a different name. But I hadn't told what it was, and I'm not going to tell. Whenever I get the tag, that's when I'll show all you guys what I chose or what it's going to be. That way all y'all get to see it at the same time. Virginia says it smells good. Lady says, you know what sounds good? A banana and peanut butter shake with whipped cream on top. I'll leave the whipped cream off, Leslie. Larry says, who are you gonna tie down, Jeff? You'll have to wait and see, Larry. You'll have to wait and see. I might have to tie Amanda down. Of course, she hadn't been commenting here in the last little bit. She's went quiet on us. Gary says, I was thinking the same thing. And Gary says, Larry. And Larry says, Gary. And Fred's saying, hey. You still in here, Amanda? I didn't make you mad, did I? Because I definitely wasn't trying to make you mad on purpose. Because I know we can pick with each other in here. Kentucky says less whipped cream and more ice cream, right? And Thomas saying, hey, Virginia says, I renewed my driver's license. Yeah, I actually did that too. I don't think I told that. I done mine online. I got to do mine online. So I went, and dadgum. Hell, you might as well be in school taking a test when you do it online. As far as here in North Carolina, I mean, it was one question after another. I mean, just bam, bam, quick. I thought, my God, I just want to renew them and pay my money and be done with it. But I had to answer, I know, boys, it wasn't over 20, but it was dang near 20 questions before I finally got to the part where it said to pay. That is no lie. I did not know, and I guess they don't want to make it easy on you, even though it is easy on you, because I didn't have to go to the DMV. I didn't have to go through none of that rigmarole. I sat there at the house in my own home, got on there and done it, and it's done. So I'll have a new license coming, because mine expire at the end of July. So I knew I needed to do that before I forgot. And I'd been putting it off. And it's because I'd been forgetting it. So yeah, me and Virginia, hey Virginia, how many years did you get to go? I got 8 more years again before I got to do it again. Because when it finally got to the end of it, it said 8 years. So I got at least 8 more years before I got to worry about it again. Fred says blueberry pear sounds interesting. It does. Blaine says Amanda is looking for some Benadryl, I'm sure. And Larry says, and some NyQuil. And Gary says, do you pay property tax on your? Yes. Yeah, I had to pay the taxes. Just shy of $200. That's what it cost me to renew my tag and stuff. And almost half of that though is because I got a personalized tag. I think the personalized tag, well, I know it was 60 at one time. Now I don't know what it was this time. It could have went up, but it was $196 and change altogether for what it cost me to renew the tag for this car. Blaine says true, that was it. Talking to Larry, and Cheryl says, Jeff, when you reach a certain age, right? Yeah, I know it'll go back to less. But the last few times that I've renewed mine, I've gotten 8 years. I guarantee you, the next time though, I'll have to go in person, because you can only do the online every other time. So the next time they run out, I'll have to go in person and do it, because they'll, get an updated picture, number one, and plus, I bet they don't do 8 years. It'll probably drop back down to like 5 years or something. Hey, I do, but you still got to pay for it every year, Larry. I've got a personalized tag now. It says Hook and Go. But Hook and Go is Hook and Gone now. It's no longer. Well, it's still on the car until my new plate comes. But other than that, I've always had a personalized tag. I mean, I had one, and I don't know if I've told this story to anybody, but my personalized tag I had for the longest time said Can Maker on it. And the reason it said Can Maker is because I made spray cans. And I know I've told y'all that story, where I used to make spray cans back in the day, aerosol cans. So that's how I came up with Can Maker, because I was playing poker one night with some friends, and way back when the World Series of Poker got popular, because you had that Chris Moneymaker that was like a rookie, and he ended up winning it all. you know, and his last name being Moneymaker. This guy called me Moneymaker when we was playing that night, and then I said, no, let's not go with Moneymaker, let's go with Can Maker. And that's where I came up with that, and then that's when I got my personalized tag. So that's the short version of that story. Virginia says ARP safely test takes several hours online. We can only get 4 years on renewal. Okay. So yours every 4 years. Yeah, I'm getting a new one, Larry. I hadn't told what it's going to say. I'm going to wait and show it either on a live or a video whenever I get it. But it'll be a while before I get it. Hey, Dan. Hey, buddy, you on supper dinner break? Or are you off today? Larry says, I'm thinking about Luna. I'm not going to give no hints. I did answer the one, though, where, and it wasn't Gary. It was, I think it was Blaine or somebody thought maybe I was putting Fiasco. And I didn't even think about that. That would have been a good one. But I did answer no to Fiasco. But that's all I've answered to as far as the guesses. Other than that, I'm just letting y'all guess. You just have to wait and see. You have to wait and see. You know how I am. Fred saying hey. Dan saying hey. Yeah, and okay, Blaine said Toots. Who was it? Hey, somebody, if you're still in here, who was it that said Fiasco? I know it wasn't Gary, because it surprised me that Gary didn't say that first. Oh yeah, that's right. You're off this week. Well, hey, you need to enjoy your vacation, Dan. You need to get off YouTube Bear and enjoy your vacation. And I don't blame you one bit. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I know it, Leslie. It would have. It would have. That never even really crossed my mind as far as the Fiasco. But y'all will like what I've got. I guess you will, with what it's going to say now, or what I've got coming to me. Okay. Well, that's good, Dan. I can understand that too. Let's see, what is it? 20 to 9. I'll probably stay on till 9 o'clock because I still got a few things I need to do. Plus, I'm going to go to bed so I can get tomorrow here. Plus, tomorrow is going to be a busy day for me. Going to be a lot of running around. Dan, okay. Oh, Macy says hello. Hey, Macy. Hey, thanks for watching, Macy. Blaine says, need a personalized tag on the golf cart that says Fiasco. Yeah, if I ever decide to tag it, I might do that, Blaine. But I don't know that I'm going to tag the golf cart, though, just so I don't have to worry about paying taxes on it. Because I'm not planning on driving it on the road, but that's a good idea. I could still put Fiasco on it. I still can do that. Dan says, now if I quit messaging, if I quit messing up on filming, I would have some good videos. Hey, Dan, your videos are just fine. I mean, I get what you're saying, but hey, you know me, Dan. I just point, click, shoot, and upload. I don't even fool with the editing part. Yeah, no, it doesn't say hussy. Larry. Leslie's laughing, Blaine's laughing. Fred says, could get a vanity plate for the golf cart cheaper. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could just get a license plate, I guess, for it. I mean, it wouldn't be registered or anything like that. But I'd have to find one, in a store, like one that's for sale. But, other than that, though, I'll come up with something else for the golf cart because I'm still I'm still turning my wheels up in my head as far as the next thing I want to do, the golf cart, or to Tootsie's golf cart. It's not mine, it's Tootsie's. Or Hussy Watcher. Good Lord, Gary. Yeah, the Fiasco cart. There you go, Dan. Yeah, y'all will give me some good ideas to ponder on. That's for sure. And I appreciate that. Lane says, I was just thinking one made there in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg for fun, not official. Okay. Yeah, Hussy Watcher. Yeah, that is pretty good. Or what about I could give a Yitz? Yeah, the Tootsie Roll. I have thought about that, Fred, because I got the Tootsie Mobile on it already. And Blaine said he likes that, and yeah, everybody's liking what, because that's why Mama named her Tootsie, because when and I've got that video on my channel. You know, when she's first born, she's like dark brown, and Mama said she looked like a Tootsie Roll, so that's why she named her Tootsie. But shoot fire, 6 months later, buddy, she lightened up quick. All that darkness fur went away. Yeah, payment yellow, name it Yitz. That blue is, you know, I wanted a white one, and when I went shopping that day last year, he had just got them in, and all the white ones were sold. They were already spoken for. That's how quick they were going out the door. So I ended up settling for the blue one. Larry says, how about BVR Pleasure? Bever Pleasure. Is that how you're trying to say that, Larry? You got me sort of stumped on. I know that's saying pleasure, but the BRV, that BRV's kind of reminding me of the what is it, the on shoot, hee-haw, called BR dadgummit, now dang it, the heck, I ought to know this. BR 5, I know there's a 5 in it. Let me think, because I'm not looking at my phone. I promise you, I'm not looking at my phone. I know it's BR, not 105, and it's not 501. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the chat, because I know y'all are gonna know it. Yeah, 549. Dadgummit. I knew it was BR 5 something. Oh, Beaver Pleaser. Oh my God. Larry. Yeah, I do like the blue, Blaine. And then Leslie says, oh my God, Larry. Beaver Pleaser. And then there's the BR 549. Lordy. Lord have mercy. Leslie, is Macy still watching? I'm going to flip the camera around so y'all can see Tootsie. And Macy's still watching with you? Or she run off to go play with her toys? And Virginia's laughing at Tana. As she ran upstairs. Okay. That's no problem. Tana says, I watched T-Haw. Yeah, I did too. I couldn't get the 549 out to save my life. Dan says, don't know if that tag will get approved. Yeah, I know it. I don't know. BV, I don't know. I mean, they might not be, they might be, the NCDOT might be like me and be ignorant, you know, like me, and not catch on to it. Yeah, hee-haw. Yeah, I'll flip it around here so y'all can see. I told you my car's a mess. Come here. Get up here while it's still daylight. Come on. I know. There you go. Look right up here. Look up here. I can get her far back. I'll start knocking again. It's just start looking around. Tell them you're originally from Canada and love beavers. Yeah. Fred says they may attribute it to Buc-ee's. Attribute it to Buc-ee's. Yeah, they might. They might. And Blaine says, true, Fred. Yeah, no, I knew you was at the fire department, Dennis. I had Leslie text Teresa to let her know I was on. But I told everybody, I said, I know Dennis is at the fire department right now. So I knew that's why you wasn't in here. And Dennis is saying hey to everybody. Larry says, vibrator. Yeah, vibrator. I get that one, Larry. Vibrator. That's it, ain't it? And Blake says, welcome home, Dennis. Come here. No, I know. If I quit petting on you, you won't sit here. Bless her heart. She likes laying down. She's tired. We've been up all day. Oh, Lord, my finger's in the way. Tana's saying hey to you. Yeah, Tana's saying hey to you. And my hair looks a mess. I fixed it crazy this morning. Everybody's saying hey to Dennis right now. I'm trying to catch y'all's comments so that way you don't see my darn hand and stuff doing that mess. Because I'm sitting here petting her with the other hand. Will that require batteries? Larry says you can get that one at Cat's Meow. I have seen some doozy tags here in North Carolina. I have some that's questionable. I have, yeah, I mean, where some people's got away with it. Let's see, Larry's laughing at Blaine. Sorry, guys. And then, yeah, Fred's saying hey to, I knew somebody said hey to Tootsie. Fred and Connie saying hey to you. Yeah, you know who Fred and Connie is. You got to meet them in person. Yeah. So anyhow, Kentucky Leisure saying hey to you. Leslie says, so good to see Tootsie, little eye open wide. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she's good to go. She's going to be happy tomorrow. I'm going to miss her, but she's going to be happy tomorrow. So on that note, if y'all want to hold off on the chat, unless you want to chat with each other, that's fine. That's why I'm not in Pigeon Forge. I'm on my next adventure. I'd 8 moms. God, Larry, you're awful. Lord have mercy. So anyhow, that's the other reason I went live tonight. So I could give y'all a heads up. Saturday, probably a little before lunchtime, and for the ones that can come in if you want to. For the ones that won't be able to make it, you can watch the rerun. But more likely, I'm going to be live sometime around mid-morning Saturday. Probably closer to lunchtime, though. I don't know. I can't give an exact time, but I'm going to be on the road, and I'm going to be heading to my next destination. Now, with that said, though, this one here won't be with me. She's going to be having fun, though. She'll be well taken care of. She's going to be having fun. She actually will be leaving me tomorrow. I got to take her tomorrow. She's going to the home. That's what I call it. But I'm being, funny. She's going to get boarded, and she's going to get to go to doggy daycare, which she gets to play with other dogs. I call them boogies. She's going to get to play with other boogies because she knows, when I say that, she knows what I'm talking about. I done talked to her earlier today when we was at home, and I said, you're going to go get to see some boogies tomorrow. Yeah, Shady Pines for Tootsie. Going to the home. Yeah, that's going to the home. And the only reason I say that, because I'll tell this story right quick. My uncle, he's funny. He's funny. This has been years ago, though. He goes to the movies, and trust me, I'm not trying to offend anybody in here, but this is funny, though. But I'm definitely not telling this to offend anybody. He goes to the movies one night, and he's in there, and the movie is just getting started, and he starts hearing one cough, Then another one gets to coughing. Then another one gets to clearing their throat. Then another one gets to coughing. Well, he just finally hollers out. He says, well, they've let him out of the home. I about peed myself when he told that. That is a true story. Hey, Pam. Hey, thanks for coming in. See how that's why I call it the home, as far as where she's going. Even though it's not the home. No, she's going to be well taken care of. She's going to the same place that Mama always took her. Because I got a family trip coming up. That's what it is. That's the reason I'm not in Pigeon Forge. I'm going to be with the family for the next little bit. Y'all are going to find out where. But it'll be Saturday before you find out. And like I say, for the ones that can make it in, y'all come on in. Y'all be watching Saturday morning. I know it won't be before 10 o'clock. It'll definitely be after 10 o'clock. Because I'm going to try to time it to where, you know, I'm fairly close to getting where I'm going. Because I know it's going to be hard for me to read the chat while I'm driving. Other than that, just be watching for that Saturday. But tomorrow, though, that's the reason I got a lot going on tomorrow. Tomorrow is loading everything up day. So, but next week, we're gonna have some fun on here. I'm hoping, because this will be the first time that I get to go live, as far as where I'm going to be, and it definitely won't be Pigeon Forge. It'll definitely be something different for y'all to see and look at. And of course, there's other things that I've got in the works and in the plans for you guys. I know 4th of July, you know, is on a Tuesday, and I know I have already asked that as far as, you know, y'all told me to go live, but I won't be chatting with you guys. But for the ones that want to come in, you know, I'm probably, providing everything goes all right, I'm going to live feed the fireworks show that I'll be watching, and y'all can watch it with me. I just won't be chatting with you guys. But yeah, I'm going to miss this one. But like I said, though, she's going to be well taken care of. She'll probably miss me, but with the play dates that I'm going to have scheduled for her, look at her looking at me. She probably won't think much about me, because she'll enjoy getting to play with the other dogs that'll be there. And she'll definitely be scheduled more than one play date. I can promise you that. But you just have to wait and see, Virginia. You have to wait and see. But I'll go live Saturday, for a little while. So that way y'all will know where I'm going, where I'm headed and stuff. But next week, I'm looking forward to next week. And I'll more than likely probably go live on Tuesday. But I'll be honest with you, you might want to pay attention to your phones, because there's going to liable to be more than just one live show next week. I'm not going to promise that, but more than likely you're going to see more than one live show next week. And just because I know we can have fun on here. Other than that, though, I will be incognito as far as texting and talking and being on YouTube and stuff like that, because I'm going to be a family. I'm going to be enjoying what we do, as much as I can. Other than that, though, I'm going to take some time, though, to where I'm going to go live so y'all can enjoy it too. And plus, I'll get it to where I know I'll be able to enjoy it also, on top of that, because I am looking forward to it. But as far as communicating and being on Facebook and whatever else, all that's, going to be on the back burner, because like I said, I'll be with family and be doing other things. That's definitely a vacation. So, but anyhow, and I know y'all guys understand that. But like I said, though, we're still going to have fun. At least I'm hoping. But I guess I'll call it a night. Tell you guys good night, because I still got a few things I need to do. Other than that, you know, I wanted to go live tonight so I told y'all I'd give you a heads up. So just be watching for Saturday. And I guess I'll see y'all Saturday, Lord willing. I know y'all are going to miss Tootsie. I know y'all will miss her, and she's going to miss y'all. But other than that, we'll still have fun though. So tell them bye, Tootsie, and say you'll see them. It'll be a while, but you'll see them again. Yeah, Lord willing. But I will see you guys Saturday, Lord willing. Good night, guys, and thanks for coming in tonight and chatting. And I'll see y'all Saturday. Love y'all.